Hello fellow realtors. Today we're going to take a look at how we actually create the tour from our photos. So stay tuned. Okay, today we're going to take those photos that we created before and we're going to create a virtual tour from them. So the first thing we need to do is open our tour provider, which in our case is Kula.com. Okay, so here we are on Kula.com. I've already logged in to our account. You can see some of the tours that we've created. First thing we need to do is to create an empty tour. You can do it with this button, but I prefer to use the menu on the right-hand side, and this is why. When you create it, when you click that button, it gives you a place to enter your tour name. You can then batch upload photos. You can just drag and drop your images into this window and up they go. You can also change the privacy from public to unlisted. This might be something you want to do until your tour is absolutely ready. Maybe you're doing it ahead of time and you just want to release it at a later date. Transition type, I recommend using crossfade. You don't want something that's just too, I don't know, too fancy. You want to keep it pretty simple. Walkthrough mode is something very interesting. It allows the user to kind of have a more of a realistic experience as they go through the tour. If you don't have walkthrough mode enabled, the view of the user is going to be set up in each shot, and we're going to show that in a minute. If you have walkthrough mode on, let's say your kitchen is here and your bedroom is here and your dining room is here. With walkthrough mode, if you come from the dining room, the view of the kitchen is going to be angled like this. If you come from the bedroom, the view is going to be angled like that. That can give the viewer more of a sense of actually walking through the home, but it's up to you. Sometimes I use one, sometimes I use the other. All right, so I've already uploaded images, so let's go back to our tours here. My tours. And we're going to open up this demo. I've just uploaded 5 images just so we can see how you go about creating a tour. So here's our first image. Now I talked about adding an image of the outside of the house. I really think this is a good idea. Here's an image of the inside. This is the dining room. And here's our kitchen. Well, this is actually the breakfast nook. This is the kitchen view. Okay. And then finally we have a view of the lanai. All right, so let's go, oh look at that, I've already created one little link here. So let's go back, let's click on this link and that'll take us back to the kitchen. Let's add a link to, let's go to the dining room and add a link from the dining room into the breakfast nook. So it's really pretty simple. I'm going to go into edit mode up here in the upper right hand corner, click on the edit button, and that opens up our little tool here. I'm going to add a hotspot. Click on hotspot. It automatically adds this image, which is my default. I'm going to put it where I want, which is right about there. I'm then going to add a label. I'm going to call this breakfast nook. And notice that label shows right there above the icon. Now I can change the position by clicking here and now it's below it. And I can also change this background color. Right here we want to maybe not green, maybe we want it to be like a gray. We can do that. And we can select transparent, whatever. There we go. So we've created our hotspot. Now we need to make it do something. So on our click action, we're going to choose go to another post. Now here's all the other posts in that we've uploaded. This is where naming your files by the location really comes in handy. I know exactly where I want to go, breakfast nook. And that's it. Now let's get out and save this. Let's close the edit mode. Now when I click on this, bam, we go to the breakfast nook. Now, one of the things you can do, I'm going to go back into edit mode for the breakfast nook. Notice when we came into here, we were looking this way. That's because this little icon here shows what the heading is. If I wanted the user to be looking at the kitchen, which makes a little more sense, I think, I would just point the direction I want to go and click on this button. Now, it's important that you know which way vertically you're looking. If I'm looking up here like this and I click this, that hotspot is now up here on the ceiling. So when I come, let's get out of here, let's save and close. Let's go back to our dining room, click on breakfast nook, and now I'm looking at the ceiling. Probably not what you want. So let's put this back where it belongs. Click on this icon again, and there we go. Okay, that's the basics of how you create your links from room to room. Of course, I would turn around and I would create a link back to the dining room. You do that for every room in the house, and then your tour is complete. Now I'm going to go back to the demo tour that I created, the copy of a tour that I created, because I want to show, let's save and quit. Very nice that they prompt us like that. I'm going to go to this copy of a real tour, and let's look at a couple of things. First things first, this tour starts with a static image that we got from our photographer. This is a place where you can add instructions. We have the address. You could also add information about the property, like how many bedrooms, so on. The user then clicks this and they go to start the tour. It starts with the outside photo. I don't know if you can see it, but look at those neat little sun flares, lens flares. And then the front door. Go inside. And here we have all of our icons or hotspots already set up. We're going to click on kitchen, and the other kitchen icon, and now here we are. What I want to show you is this open the drawer hotspot. When I click that, I get this neat little image that shows the details of the drawer. We use this a lot for showing closets. Closets don't really shoot that well in 3D, so you can keep your camera outside the closet, take an image with the closet open, and then link it like this. The way we create that is we simply add a hotspot like normal. Let's go into edit mode here. We simply add a hotspot like normal, but when we choose the type down here, where is it? Told you this was going to be, oh, I got to click the hotspot. There we go. Instead of go to another post, it's open card. And then that gives us the ability to link an image or a video. In this case, I posted an image up on flickr.com, and we add a little bit of text to it, and we're good. Out here on the lanai, if we go to lanai, let's close this. We go to lanai. We've added a video. Let's click on this hotspot. Again, it's a card type of hotspot. All I've done is post the video to YouTube and put the URL right here. Let's see what that looks like. Let's cancel here. Let's close. So we're in preview mode, and click on this. It opens up the video from YouTube. These louvers are really cool. They open and close if it rains automatically. You have a button that you can open and close them if you want, but if it rains, they will close automatically. They're really cool. All right, that's how you add a video. Now, you can use this for a lot of purposes. You could, for example, record yourself standing in front of the property, explaining all the details that you want to make sure they understand. Maybe even you could have a video in every room where you explain the details of that room, or maybe just particular features like a fireplace or a pool. So use your imagination. You could even link to maps, Google Maps of the area, or videos about the neighborhood. The sky's the limit. It's your imagination is the only limit. So there you go. All right, so let's see. Now, we have to publish this. So let's go to the share link right here. All right, so you can share directly to Facebook or Twitter or Reddit, but what you're probably going to want to do most of the time is get a link. You simply click on that green icon. That brings up this screen, which there's a lot of information on here, so we'll try to walk through some of it. Optimization, I always use HD. I've never had any problem doing this on a phone. I like that there is a full screen button. You can enable zoom controls. I go back and forth with that. When they zoom in too far, the image quality kind of suffers, so I'm kind of leaving that off for now. Gyroscope mode means that if you have a phone and you're viewing this tour, you can actually kind of turn around like this just by moving the phone. This works great if you have 3D goggles with that phone too, because then you can just turn your head and look up, look down. Yeah, so I always keep that enabled. Let's see what else we got here. Branding, that's the next important thing. So with the Pro version, you get to upload your own logo. So if I put your logo up in the upper left-hand corner, I've created a logo that disappears on every single screen. If you don't want the logo, like for an MLS, you can just leave it off, or if you don't have your own logo. But now they have they already have an MLS link, so you don't have to worry about that logo. So here we go, this is the tour. Click on Start Tour, and there are no logos anywhere, even though I have the logo turned on. Very nice, thank you, cool. All right, the Embed HTML, if I want to embed this in a web page or a blog post, I can just copy everything that's in here, drop it into the HTML of the page or the blog post, and there'll be a nice viewer embedded right in the page, so they don't even have to leave that site or that blog post. For linking from Facebook or from your own site, you would use this link, and then you can also include your logo, of course. All right, that is the basics. If there's something that we haven't covered or that I didn't make clear enough, please leave a comment and I'll try to help you with that. If there's something that we didn't show that is more involved and you want some more videos about it, let me know that too, and I'll see what I can do. Until the next time, stay safe and sell those houses for your clients. Get them a good price. All right, have a great day.